In honor of Veterans Day, SIUE held its second annual Veterans Tribute last week in the Morris University Center. Former Lutheran minister at the SIUE Center for Spirituality and Sustainability from 1980 to 1991, Larry Meinzen is a World War II veteran, and he talked about the importance of Veterans Day.
For me, the importance of Veterans Day or these tributes to veterans is not so much to get credit for anything, but because as a nation we owe a lot to those men and women throughout history who have come up and offered themselves in defense of our country. And I think from the experience of Vietnam, when this nation did not honor its veterans, that we learned a sharp lesson from that. I think it's just a way of saying thank you. And basically that's very necessary, whether it's my uncle or whether it's a friend of mine, to say thank you for services rendered is a very important issue, a very important thing.
Meinzen served in both the European and Pacific theaters during World War II and his time in the Army. And
we were assigned to the 7th Army, and then from there we moved into the 3rd Army area and were assigned to General George E. Patton's 3rd Army. We crossed over from the Ruhr, which is our first campaign, across Bavaria into the area between Czechoslovakia on the one hand and Germany on the other. And that was our second campaign. But I remember I was in a V trench when the Jeep came by to tell us all that the war had ended there. I got up and I was given a big cheroot, a cigar, which I lit up. I don't smoke at all, but I decided that's one thing I can do to celebrate. And then we were given some vodka. And of course, that relaxed us. So that was a wonderful experience. But we were informed by that time that we had to go to fight in the Pacific warfare because we were the last two divisions. The 86th Division and the 97th Division were deciding to go back to states, then go to the Pacific and engage the war there. So that was the thing that kept us from really letting loose. We were given 10-day leave, and after we got back, we were entrained for Seattle. From Seattle, we went down on the SS General Pope down to the Pacific, and we went straight to Philippine Islands, to Cebu City. And that's where we rendezvoused with the Pacific divisions for the attack on Japan. But when we were in Cebu City, or near Cebu City, the announcement came on board that VJ Day had been established. So we went up as occupation troops rather than as combat troops.
For SIUE News, I'm Chris Bray.